What if the ordinary nickel in your pocket is quietly holding a secret that only a handful of collectors truly understand? Look closer. Right now, that 2002 Jefferson nickel sits under the light. 5 cents. Common. Overlooked. Yet something about it refuses to stay ordinary. The soft glow across Jefferson's profile, the quiet strength of Monticello rising on the reverse. This is not just pocket change. This is a piece of living American history that still moves through everyday hands, carrying a story most people never stop to hear. Imagine the year 2002. The world is changing fast. Technology is racing forward. Everyday life feels modern and hurried. And yet, the United States Mint is still striking a design that began in 1938. Felix Schlag's vision of Thomas Jefferson and his beloved home at Monticello has already survived more than 6 decades. Through war, through economic shifts, through generations of Americans who used these coins without a second thought. In 2002, the Mint produced hundreds of millions of them. Philadelphia alone struck over 539 million. Denver added hundreds of millions more. Proofs from San Francisco completed the picture. On paper, this rare nickel looks anything but rare, but numbers never tell the whole truth. Hold the coin. Turn it slowly. The obverse shows Jefferson facing left, the words, "In God we trust," and liberty circling him, the date 2002 resting near his shoulder, and a small mint mark tucked just below. The reverse presents Monticello in careful detail, the dome, the columns, the steps that collectors study with almost religious attention. A pluribus unum, Monticello. 5 cents. United States of America. Every letter, every line was struck under pressure and heat, then released into circulation to travel from hand to hand, register to pocket, jar to forgotten drawer. Most people never noticed the hidden details, the sharpness of Jefferson's hair, the clarity of the steps on Monticello, the exact placement of the mint mark. These small things separate a coin worth 5 cents from one that collectors chase. Full steps designation becomes the quiet prize. When the steps of Monticello appear complete and distinct, the coin rises in status. High-grade examples with that full detail have reached impressive prices at auction. Not every 2002 nickel will do this. Most will remain ordinary. But the ones that survive with sharp strikes and clean surfaces remind us that condition is everything. Think about the journey this coin has already taken. It left the mint bright and new. It may have sat in a cash drawer, then moved into a child's allowance, then rested in a coffee can for years. Time leaves its marks, software, tiny scratches, the gentle flattening that comes from real life. Collectors study these marks the way detectives study evidence. They ask how much of the original surface remains. They grade carefully. They understand that a coin's value is not only metal and design, it is survival. It is the story written across its face by years of quiet use. This is where collector psychology comes alive. People do not only buy coins, they buy connection. They buy the feeling of holding something that existed in a specific moment in time. A 2002 nickel links the present to the early years of a new century. It links us to Jefferson's own vision of a young nation. It links us to the long, steady tradition of American coinage that refuses to rush its changes. Until 2004, the design stayed almost completely consistent. That continuity itself becomes part of the emotional weight. When you hold this coin, you hold continuity. Yet the mystery remains. Why do some of these coins still capture attention? Why do serious collectors pause when a high-grade 2002 example appears? Because rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes rarity lives in quality. A well-struck, high-grade specimen with full steps can stand out among the millions. Errors, when they exist and are authentic, add another layer. Doubled dies, die clashes, and dramatic off-center strikes have appeared and brought real interest. But the truth stays grounded. Most 2002 nickels remain worth their face value in everyday condition. The excitement belongs to the exceptional survivors. Picture the coin under dramatic light. Zoom in on Jefferson's eye. Pull back to reveal the full circle of the design. Imagine soft piano or quiet strings as the camera lingers on Monticello's dome. The atmosphere feels almost cinematic, an ordinary object elevated by attention and history. This is the power of coin collecting. It trains the eye to see what others walk past. It rewards patience. It turns a 5-cent piece into a small time machine. Every collector eventually asks the same quiet question. What am I really searching for when I examine these coins? Is it money? Sometimes. Is it beauty? Often. Is it the feeling that history still lives in the smallest objects we carry? Almost always. The 2002 Jefferson nickel offers that feeling without demanding a fortune. It asks only for attention. Look at your own change. Check the dates. Notice the mint marks. Study the steps on Monticello when you find a clean example. You might discover nothing more than 5 cents. Or you might find a piece that has waited years for someone to truly see it. That possibility keeps the search alive. So here's the question that closes the circle opened at the beginning. If this ordinary 2002 nickel could speak, what forgotten moment from its long journey would it choose to tell you first? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share the oldest or most interesting nickel sitting in your collection right now. And if this story made you look at everyday coins with new eyes, hit subscribe and stay with us. The next coin may be waiting in the same place this one was found, right in plain sight, carrying more history than anyone expected.